Hi, my name is David Drapela, and I'm glad you joined me today. This is going to be a little different. A lot of my talks are spiritual, and that's what I try to make my life about. But I've had a lot of friends of mine say, David, tell us about making money. So let's call this the art of making money. Now, these are not things that I've read in a book. These are not things that someone else has done. These are things that I have done in my life. And what made me be able to make sufficient money in my life? First of all, I have never had a job. I've always worked for myself. Schooling, I had very little schooling, high school. So how was I able to do some of the things that I did in my life? Let's go and talk about. First of all, you have to have the reason people, I think the reason people don't make money or can't make money is because money is their problem. If money is the problem, then you can't solve it. Because money now, think about this. I have a friend of mine who said, I got this great idea and all of this. And I told him, I said, I like that. I think that could be a really good idea that could make some money. Well, nothing ever happened. And I said to him, I have some money, then I'll be happy to maybe back you on this invention. I didn't hear from him. Why didn't I hear from him? I asked him, why didn't I hear from you? So I didn't have the money. I mean, I had the great idea, but I didn't have the money. So money itself becomes the reason that you cannot make it. Because if you come up with a great idea and you're going, wow, what am I going to do with this idea? I don't have any money. Oh, well, it was a good idea, you know. So, opening up your mind to making money, to not just make money, but to do something that you love, that is a challenge to you. This is vitally important to me. And I owe a lot of this probably to my mom. She was from Germany, and she was very entrepreneurial. And I remember selling Watkin products from door to door when I was 9 years old. My mother would take one side, I would take the other. And I would sell black pepper and vanilla, this age-old company. So I grew up thinking that I can do things, I can create things, and if the money comes, okay. So, but most people say, well, if I have a great idea and I don't have the money, how's it going to work? Well, here's an idea. So I didn't have the money, but I had the creativity of this business. So I went to some of my friends who I had and said, look, here's what I'd like to do. And I don't have the money to do it. So if you would be willing to put up the money, if you like my idea and you think it's going to work, then we can share. We can share in the profits of this business. That's a way to get money. I didn't have any money. This is how I started. And always thinking outside the box. How can, first of all, get money out of my head? Today, and there's always opportunities. I've told this story before, but when I was like 12 or 13 years old, I went to my father. I asked him for $25. He wouldn't give it to me. I went to my mother. Well, my father said, what do you want it for? I said, I want it for a firecracker stand. He said, are you crazy? I can't give you no $25 for a firecracker stand. You're a kid. I went to my mother. She gave me the money. Again, I told this story a couple of times on another video. My daddy worked in a post office, making $6,700 a year. Big money. My mother gave me $25, and she said to my father, you take that young man wherever he wants to go and see that whether he can make what he can do with that $25. Now, I wanted to start a firecracker stand back in those days. And so, not to bore you with all the essentials of it, but again, my father working in the post office was making about $6,500 to $6,700 a year. My mom gave me $25, and I took the $25, and through thinking, I was able to make $6,500 to $7,000 selling firecrackers when I was 14 years old. And not only that, I paid my dad $10 a night to work in the firecracker stand when he got out of the post office. And my dad says, how do you do that? And I said, Pop, you work for the government. You're like on a railroad track. You get up in the morning, you start your engine, you go down the track. In the evening time, get back on the track, here you come, back home. I don't have no track, Dad. The universe is my track. And my father goes like, I don't know that you're mentally okay, David. You got to have a job. You got to have this. I said, no, I don't have to have nothing. All I have to do is have faith. And all I have to do is have an open mind to make some kind of money. So, in my lifetime, I'm always thinking, I've always been thinking, and I tell people how I did it. It's a great story. I'm not going to tell it here. But sometimes, if I ever have a Zoom meeting and patrons, I'll tell you how I took $1,000 and made $1.5 million in the silver market. An incredible story in my life. Incredible story in my life. And these, people say, and then my friends say to me, and the young people say to me today, well, that was 50, 60, 70 years ago. Things have changed. I said, yeah, they change. Changed for the better. You can't make that kind of money today. I said, oh my God. You have the internet. You have technology. You have more opportunity to make money today than I have ever seen in my life. Just because I'm old doesn't mean that I'm still not creative. I look at today, we have this thing called blockchain technology. Wow. Has anybody studied what that's about? And we have this other thing called Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? And then we have these other things called altcoins. How many are there? 7,600 of them. Well, let's think a minute. Now, Bitcoin is blockchain technology. When Bitcoin started, people who had a grip on it and had some faith, bought it for $1. $1. I think it was 2017, Bitcoin made $20,000 for one Bitcoin. So for every dollar you put in, you could have made 20,000. Think about that. So had I put in $10, how much could I have made? 20,000 times 10? What's that? That's incredible. How did you take $10 and make 200,000? Open up your mind. The world is headed into a new money phase. The money phase that you and I knew or that you know now is no longer going to be around. This money is coming to an end. And whenever anything is coming to an end, it's creating something on the other side. I always said this: if I have a balloon and I blow it up, I'm looking for the bubble on the other side, because that's where the money is. That's where the ingenuity is. So we're changing like we haven't changed in 200 years. Pay attention to this. Don't be sucked under the rug and said, oh, that's not going to work. That's a bunch of this. And Bitcoin is only fake money. And I say to my friends, well, how about the money you got in your pocket, that paper dollar you got in your pocket? Is it fake or is it real? Well, it's real. It really is. It's a piece of paper. That's what it is. That's all it is. It doesn't have anything behind it like it used to when we were younger. We're not limited. The government's not limited to what it can print. The world is not limited to what it can print. Think about it. Use your common sense. You cannot print your way out of a problem. Every dollar that's printed, every piece of money that's printed, is decreasing the value of whatever you have in your pocket today. Look at it. Where have we lived and got 0% interest on the money? And in some cases, we're having to pay the bank to hold the money in some countries. What's happening? Instead of getting sucked into it, learn about what's happening. Learn about Bitcoin. Learn about Ethereum, Litecoin, some of these blockchain technologies. The coin is not the thing. It's the technology that is behind the coin that it represents. You know, I was looking just yesterday, or 2 days ago, there's a coin called Ripple, XRP. It was like 23 cents. Now it's 45 cents. Let's see, an increase from 25 to 45. Well, that's a pretty good increase. How long did it take? Well, it only took a week. But of course, if you had XRP, you'd be holding it for a year before it happened, but it doesn't matter. Find out the blockchain technology behind these things. You have an opportunity today to make more money with the least amount of money that I've ever seen in my life, because of this massive change that's getting ready to happen. 5 years from now, you will not recognize the money system. Open up your mind. Get on it. Learn about it. Read about it. Challenge it. Don't believe everything everybody says. Challenge your own self. This is a huge undertaking. I could tell you so many more stories. So many more stories. But I'm going to end it with that. Wake up. This is a material world. There's something happening that's never happened before. This has never happened before. Learn about it. And you'll make a lot of money. But it can't be in what has been, because what has been will not be. You have to go forward. Thank you for listening, and I wish all of you great luck, whether it's on Bitcoin or many other things that are happening today that you can do to make money from anywhere in the world almost. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. If you like this, I don't usually do these with money involved. If you like this, you'd like some more, you can ring the little bell and subscribe. I'm happy to do some more in-depth things with you, with some crypto experts that I could bring on board. Have a great day. Have a great life. Open up your mind.